Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I tinker with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you can click on the links in the comment section below. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. This video also has tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So, thank you very much for watching. Well, folks, there it is. I am back in Yakima business. That's a newer unit. It has a different clamping system. I think it prevents you from over tightening it. So I got that installed. I took Panther and rinsed it off because it had gotten like that car there, rained for 10 seconds and dirtied up the car, had it looking horrible. And drying it off, I just noticed that this rear wing that I got painted 3-4 years ago is fading. This is the 25-year-old paint, and this is the paint that I had done just a couple years ago. It's fading the whole way across. Look at that. So when I get the front lower bumper repaired again, I'm gonna have him paint this again as well. It's a shame. They painted it with 2 or 3 year paint. However long that was. Wasn't no longer than 3 years ago. Anyway, there's Panther. Body shop is still open, so I'm dropping off my rear wing to get refinished and my front bumper. So let me cut that off of there and keep it moving. Ready to roll back to the shop. Oh boy, today I got a lot going on, mainly with Red Barron. Be putting Red Barron cosmetically together today, still waiting on a couple of parts for the engine. I got a few things to do on the Panther, a few things to do on Queen Bee. Hey, whatever I get done with today, I'll be done with. And I gotta go get me a bucket of water to wipe stuff off on Red Barron. It's so dusty, I gotta wipe things off before I attach things to it. So I'm also gonna get some caliper paint the calipers. I'm gonna try to get them Bilstein yellow. I gotta figure out what's going on with this drone. I can't get it to record onto the memory card, so it may be bad, so I may have to take that and get that exchanged. So let me get cracking. I'll try to kick it off with this drone real quick. I turned the drone on. I launched the app with the phone. I turned the controller on. I could see everything through the screen on my phone, and it says it's recording, but it simply doesn't. So this is a no-fly zone, so I'm just going to turn it on and try to record with the camera and turn it back off. They say if I pull the memory card out of it that it will record onto the phone, so I'll try that too. The drone is on. You can see the lights flashing. I believe that's supposed to be yellow. I got synchronization with the controller. Now I'm going to launch the app and try to record. Shouldn't need to be flying to record. I got good battery on my controller and on my drone. Purchased an oil temp sensor for Queen Bee. Man, this plug is, oh, I thought that was magnetic. Got something chocolate on it, sticking stuff to it. Anyway, I tapped out that bolt for the oil temp sensor on Red Barron. I doubt that sensor is going to screw into that, but I'm going to check it real quick. I had to figure out how I'm going to mount this one in Queen Bee. Man, that thing ain't even close. The tip of the sensor might go in there, but the head of that bolt is threaded much different. So I may go get another bolt from somewhere and figure out the thread pitch on that, drill out the bolt so that that hole is straight through, and then thread the deal in the head of it. May be enough for the head of the bolt in there to use. So we'll see how I figure out that. Man, I got so much to do, I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna start by opening this box up, showing you guys what I got here from IPD. 3-gauge pod for Queen Bee. I had a guy I met named JR in LA. He gave me one for Panther, and I need one for Queen Bee because I'm gonna have the boost gauge, the AFR, and I'm gonna do an oil temp in it as well. Now I ordered the black one, not sure how well that's gonna match. The gray one they have is real dark and just about matches with the faded trim in the car. So I'll tell you which one I think you're better off going with, but this one is a black one. It says it on there somewhere, black, BLK. Now I had a single gauge pod for Queen Bee, but when I decided to do a tune and AFR gauge in it, I needed to up the game on it, and then I'm going to do some oil temp samples and transmission temp samples was the plan. Now my mechanic down at the shop here, Masters Touch Automotive, they told me that my Volvo tool can actually read transmission temps in Queen Bee, so I don't even need a temp gauge to check the temps in that transmission with it. So I may not do that, but if you're planning on running multiple pods, here it is. A boost gauge only is sufficient for most of your cars that don't have a boost gauge. So a single gauge pod is sufficient unless you get into tuning. Now my buddy Dan the man, he actually put his AFR in his glove box because he only needs to check that when he changes his tune information and when he wants to check it because he thinks something's going on. But if you want that stuff visible and on hand, and you could put different gauges in there, 3-gauge pod is nice. I appreciate that IPD keeps stuff like this available. Alright, since I got so much to do and so much of it feels overwhelming to me, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a box out of Panther, and whatever's in that box I'm going to install on the car, and then I'm just going to keep emptying boxes while I install stuff. So that's where I'm headed. Here is the difference in the gray and the black pods on these cars. This one on the left is a gray, this one on the right is a black, both to fit the P80 cars. This one was ordered for Red Barron. I'm going to set both of these in Panther because Panther's in the sunlight so you can see them with the door closed. I think this is the gray one. Yeah, this is the gray one. So if the gray one was in here like this, I don't know. Let me put some light on there. Can't hardly tell the difference. A little bit. Not much of a difference. Let me set the black one up there. This is the black one. Yeah, I guess the black matches a little better. Not much, just a little. But heck, they'll both work. One's a little cheaper than the other. A couple bucks. Here's the first box. I'm gonna crack into it. Get the moving with this stuff. Try not to lose anything. Oh man, about to lose the screws and stuff for this pillar. Let me put that stuff in there, right? And look like I got some tail lights in here for Red Barron. The connectors on these lights are quite different. I hope I have what I need to convert these things. I don't think I do. Didn't get enough off of that donor car. Yikes. Man, not sure what I should do there. Also, it has the silver trim on there. I need to take that off. So I need to figure out what's going on with this. Figure out how to get these installed on Red Barron. That connector is the same as that, but I don't know what these extra 2 wires are for. And I got an extra wire over here after this thing is connected up here. So we'll see how it goes. One thing for sure, I need to find these 8mm nuts. I don't see them anywhere. Don't have none on there, don't have none on there. I gotta figure out where I put those things. Gotta be a box of nuts somewhere. Got one side on. This thing didn't do these lights justice. So I got a couple lights down here I need to unload. That one's in perfect shape. This one has a small crack on the side. We have the custom tail lights on. Time for the next item in the box. The next item I'm gonna tackle are these side trims. I don't want these things getting damaged in the back of the car, so I'm gonna wipe off the area around them and install those trims on the side of the rear window. The tail light replaced on Queen Bee. That one, the top was busted because the trunk lifts were bad. So change your trunk lifts. My brother-in-law's Lexus 2010 ES ES 350 having a hard time keeping this splash guard down. It's stretched out of shape, won't stay tucked up, the bumper's out, zip ties in the middle, so I'm gonna zip tie it to a couple of places on the bottom of this bumper and be done with it. I put 3 zip ties in it, 3 holes in the bottom of the bumper, 3 holes in the splash pan, and zipped it together, put another screw in there. One's missing down here. I don't know if putting a new one of these on there will help since the bumper is stretched out of shape. Well, I have not gotten much done, but I am about to take a lunch break. So I'm gonna take a lunch break and come back in about an hour. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.